the best part.
And Aidan, where are you? Are you here? I know you're here. I'm going to bring Aidan up for just a minute. Dude, you cleaned up
Oh,
pretty
he
good.
did clean up pretty good.
Man.
I didn't recognize
I
him.
want to tell you, last night I was treated to Aidan. This kid can outplay a harmonica. He's going to make Muddy Waters look like he's a beginner. You cannot possibly imagine how good he is. You got?
Can we hear some?
Can we hear some?
Thank
Man's
you.
always equipped. He's always equipped. Now I'm serious. I was blown away. I was blown away.
Well, I was hoping he would play. And turn toward the camera so they can see you.
First of all, I would like to say thank you to all the bikers who made it out today and really just made a difference in these families' lives. It was such an honor and a privilege to be able to experience this. And so if we could give them a big hand, that would be awesome. I would also like to thank the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation for all their support in helping these children and adults and helping them find a cure for this horrible disease. So if we can give them a big hand as well. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. And so this is the last thank you, and I'm going to make you clap your hands one more time, but for every volunteer, every single person who took their time off on a beautiful Sunday, which it wouldn't always be beautiful this day, but I'm glad it did turn out. But nonetheless, they took this amazing day off to really show their support. So if we can give them one big hand, that would be great. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I do, and then, like I said, my relationship to all this. For the last 5 years, I've been speaking and playing harmonica all over the world, and how it got started was one night when I was about 8 years old. I'm 13 now, so I've been doing this for 5 years. But when I was 8 years old, I went with my mom to a restaurant. You know, I was 8 at the time, so we'd never sit still. And I got really, really bored, and I just remember thinking, okay, well, I'm going to get out of the table and I'm going to go do something. And I've always kind of, dressed like this, and so I was wearing a nice hat. And I remember getting bored and going out to where it seemed quiet enough, and I started playing my harmonica. Well, I got bored, so I took my hat off and laid it in front of me. And people thought that I was trying to get money. And so by the, alright, thank you. And so by the end of the night, I had $80. And you know, I'm 8 years old at the time, so to me this was like more money than anyone had ever had. I thought I was rich, you know, I was thinking of retirement, you know, looking into all that. And, I remember thinking, okay, well now that I have this money, what am I going to do with it? And so, you know, the car ride home, I was thinking, all right, so I'll buy a car, you know, some toys, and maybe some candy, which I never recommend investing in candy, that's just me. So that's when I realized that I had everything I needed and everything I could possibly need, and I realized how fortunate and blessed I was, so I decided to donate that money. And African orphans to help fight intestinal parasites. And it was 4 pills for $1, but since then we've raised over $90,000. It has gone directly to multiple charities. And I've had the privilege of working with over 250 charities, amazing charities, much like this, and we've raised over millions of dollars for that cause. But my world got rocked in 2012 when I met a little boy named Braden Martin, who was here earlier. He's battling a form of brain and spine cancer. An amazing little boy. He gets treatment at Atlanta Children's Hospital at Scottish Rite, and we love him. And he's one of the greatest friends I could ever imagine, and being a part of their lives has been incredible. So we went out and we heard about him through a relative at an event, and we went out to find this little boy, and we brought him some harmonicas, so, kind of cheer him up. But what we found was that he needed a lot more than some harmonicas, and so we decided we found out that they didn't have a reliable car, and they would have to drive several miles in a car that wasn't reliable, and had to borrow a car 5 days a week to go, and sometimes even a whole week to go to the hospital. And I just remember thinking that, I can't even imagine, it's not enough already, to have her circumstances and to not have a car. So what we did is we went down and we got them a car. And you can actually find this on my website, Aidan Cares, but we decided that we really wanted to bless them. So a dealership in Kennesaw donated a brand new SUV to them and their family. And to be able to experience all this was absolutely incredible. And then we realized after spending much time at the hospital visiting, we met so many other friends. We met a little boy, Nolan, who needs all the prayers you can give him. He's not doing super great today. So if you could please send your prayers to his family. And knowing that we were able to make a difference in these families' lives was one of the most rewarding things I've ever had the privilege of doing. Knowing that we were blessing them in any way that we knew how. And someone told me that I was changing Braden's life, and I said, no, he's changing mine. And so to be able to do this is incredible. So I thank you all.
Here, I'm turning this over to you because I can't follow that.
Like I can?